Hi, I'm Zach.
Hey, I'm Brandon.
And we're
the Bourbon Bros.
All right. So today we are gonna find out if
these whiskeys are worth $100.
So we kind of went through our collection and took out some $100 whiskey that we felt is good and maybe not so good.
Yeah, and then we also picked a bunch of bottles that we feel like taste like $100 whiskey.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and this all came about, this kind of a tasting because $100, I feel like, especially for those people that are going out and buying frequently, and they might even be collectors of bourbon, is like $100 in your head. You're always like, well, did someone else already try it? Is it worth it?
Yeah, 100%. That's where you're doing some reviews. That's where you're checking out a Bourbon Bros video, because you want a $100 bottle to deliver a $100 experience, right?
It's something you don't want to take home and be disappointed on. I feel like that belongs in a different category of dollars.
Yeah, for sure. And on the flip side, with some of these whiskeys, we're hoping some of these under $100 whiskeys, which is half of what we have here, may deliver that type of experience. Maybe you don't have to spend $100 to get $100.
Right, and that's really what we're hoping for today. I hope that's the outcome. Cross your fingers, because I think a lot of people want to believe and do believe that there's a lot of cheaper, or I should say less expensive bourbon whiskey out there that really competes with that over $100 range.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we're going to put it to the test here. Let's see if we can get that $100 experience.
Excelente.
Where do you want to start, dude?
I say we start on our left.
You did this. Start on the left?
No. This one for you, this one for me.
Let's start on the left. All right. Cool. Cheers.
Cheers.
Good clink. So I've also got a cold today, so that'll make my tasting
fun.
Challenging.
Yeah. So just listen to my opinion.
It's a double challenge today.
I mean, none of these are going to be bad, I don't think.
No, for sure not.
This one's got a nice little hint of vanilla on the nose for me.
It does have vanilla. Yeah, I was going to say vanilla, and it's got honestly, like a little bit of a spearmint smell.
Yep, I was going to say like a minty, it makes me feel a little bit like a minty green.
Ooh, spicy.
Whoa.
Spicy, a little bit of proof, not a lot of proof, a little bit of proof.
Yeah, and I think as we go through these, we'll determine out loud here, kind of discuss and say, hey, I think we would spend $100 on this or not.
Yeah, I think that's a good barometer for how we judge these.
I've only had one sip.
Yeah.
I feel like 2 sips is deserved.
Yeah, well, they all do. So I'm getting like a real spicy kind of woody note on this one.
I think there's nice oak on the backside for sure.
Yep.
Spice right up front. Hits my tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
It's spicy. It's not overly spicy, but it's good. It's tasty.
Yeah.
It flows. It feels well rounded. It doesn't feel like a super long finish to me.
No, it's not terribly long.
It feels a little bit thin.
It's a little thin as well. Yep.
Yeah.
Any age guesses on that one?
Well, if I'm looking at everything like color and whatnot, so I would say this is more kind of towards that straw, getting a little bit to light brown color here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's a little younger.
I'm gonna guess 7 years.
Yeah.
It feels old enough to be mature and complex, but not old enough to be like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna say like 5 or 6.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. Does it taste like $100 whiskey?
To me, I don't think so.
No.
No, I think where something will shine to me is knowing the viscosity of it and how it lathers the tongue, and then how it can develop in flavor over time.
Yeah, so I agree with you, and I would say that this is not a $100 whiskey. And anyway, didn't have a whole lot going on that stood out above and beyond, which is what I want when I'm paying $100.
Yeah. So if this is a $100 whiskey, we would be disappointed with that one.
Yeah, we would have already started in a disappointing way.
All right, we're on to the next. Here we go.
To the next one. About the same color as the last one. Maybe just a little bit darker.
I would say a little bit darker, yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, this one's got a richer nose on it.
It's actually really pretty.
Yeah, it's got a richer nose on this one.
Ooh, it does. Darker nose.
Yeah, darker.
Sweeter, yeah.
Like brown sugar.
Brown sugar, yeah. It's totally not scripted, but a little burnt brown sugar action here.
Maybe a little char in the nose. I like that. Sweet right off the bat.
Sweet, yep.
Sweet like a dark honey almost.
This is good. This is good. Yeah, this is nice. It's got like a real not like, I don't want to say subtle, because subtle is not the right word here, because it's a present oaky note on the back end, but it's not like,
it's not bitter though.
not at all, and it's not like overpowering by any means either.
Yeah, no, it touches on a lot of little flavors, which I like. I feel like it's developed in character.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more of it's not as light on the tongue as the first one is, but it's not the heaviest thing I've ever had either.
No, I think it's less proofy than the first one.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Much sweeter though. This is more bourbon-esque.
This is traditional bourbon flavors for sure. I could drink this all night, and
That's tasty. That's really nice.
unfortunately, I think it would cost me if I drank it all night.
You think this one's over 100?
I think so. For me, it's viscous. It's got a nice. It's not super thick, but it's thicker than the last one we had, and it's less proof, which to me is saying it's got some age on it. Spent some time in the barrel, and it tastes really nice. It's got a really nice flavor.
So bottom line, would you pay $100 for it?
I think I would, but like 100 would probably be like, if I'm creeping way
It's kind of
past
pushing it.
then it's
kind of pushing it. It's like on the edge. It's like sub 100. You're not paying more than 110 for it.
like, if its MSRP is 80 and it's there for 100, I might go for it. Yeah, I might go for it.
Okay, I would agree. I think it's tasty. I think it could use maybe a little bit more age to help with the viscosity of it.
Yeah, a little, maybe age or proof.
Yeah. But it's missing a little bit of something. So far, as we were tasting, I would say I would definitely pay 100 for this one over that one. But I don't know yet. I mean, this, to me, it feels like it could be more of an 80 and 90. So it might be something we disagree on, but I don't know. I could also say, if you paid 100 for that, I wouldn't feel bad about it.
Yeah. Well, I say we just keep moving.
Keep moving. We're on to, this is definitely our darkest.
This is dark. Yeah, this is dark, so hopefully it's not disappointing.
This is very brown and a little amber in there. It's a little red. Wow.
So that delivers a different nose experience than the first.
Yeah.
That's, first of all, it's thicker.
Ooh, that is candy sweet.
Heavier, and it's full of sweetness. Full of sweetness.
Wow. I'm almost smelling some nice dark berries in there, maybe.
Berries, huh?
Maybe some little bit of dark chocolate bitterness in there.
I can see that.
Like I'm thinking raspberry dark chocolate.
Tell me more.
Maybe a little bit of strawberry. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I feel like the PA man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was good, man.
That one's nice on the palate. That one's really. It's definitely a lower proof.
It's lower proof.
It's a low. I think it might even be the lowest proof we've had so far.
Yeah. It might be the same proof as the last one, but I suspect this has got more age, barrel age, and it's just like it's
matured.
It's so rounded. It's just it's so like soft edges, but like full flavor.
Yeah, because it's like it's not all gas. It's like a slow, nice, steady ride.
Yeah.
What I'm picking up though for this is there's a little bit of spice on mid palate, but it's very subtle. I'm getting like some brown sugar, dark chocolate, a little bit of some sort of a berry in there on the palate. It's quite delicious, and it really matches that nose for me. It's It's nice. This would be something that I would be spending a lot of money on sipping all night.
Yeah, this is good. This is best in class so far.
Yeah.
And I think what really stands out, it's not just that it comes full flavored and with a full impact on the nose. It's the delivery of the package. It's the experience that we talk about.
Yeah.
This has got all that going on.
Yes, this has that experience. I could see somebody, not us obviously because we're raving about it, but I could see somebody tasting this, having it next to other things that are higher proof, and thinking that this isn't as good just because it's not punching them with heat.
Yeah. I mean,
And they're not really looking at like the full palate because they're really somebody that's into that punch of heat.
Yeah, and that's okay. Listen, if you love your proofy, punchy, in your face, all Bookers, all Stag type of experience, then you can. There's a lot of whiskeys that offer that.
Yeah.
We found that there's probably fewer whiskeys that offer the kind of that rounded, full profiled experience.
That gives you that mature flavor without having to have that proof to back it up.
Yeah. Yep. And we seem to enjoy that.
Yeah. Okay, I think we agree. We both pay over 100 for this.
I'd pay over 100 for it, and I'd probably get deeper into my pockets for something like that.
Yeah, that's good. All right, next one. I feel like we went up in color, and now we're kind of on our way back down the hill.
We definitely peaked. Yeah, we've hit the
bell curve there.
Cushion dew. All right, let's see here.
Oh, I'm gonna take a sip of that water. Can't keep all that goodness in the mouth and then try another one.
Listen, you keep all the goodness in your mouth, okay?
All right. Ooh, this one smells a little more on that rye side. Smells like a little bit more rye to me. A little grassy.
It's brighter. It's brighter for sure.
Citrusy, minty.
I was gonna say like cherry skins.
Oh.
Like a bright red cherry. Totally believe me.
I'm thinking like orange peel almost.
Okay.
Also, lower in proof.
Lower proof. Yep.
There's $100 ones here, right?
Maybe. Maybe. There's one for sure. Yeah, lower proof, but quite delicious.
Yeah, it's tasty.
Quite delicious.
It's fresh, like you said on the nose.
Yeah.
It's fresh on the palate, just like the nose.
Yep.
It's got a little bite to it. What I mean by that is it's like citrusy to me.
So I'm pulling like your typical caramel, but again on the back end, I can definitely see that orange peel kind of citrus.
Yeah.
Touch of bitterness, but like oaky bitter, but not like make your mouth feel like it's tannic bitter.
Right. Like that's the only thing that's going on in there.
Yep.
No, I say this is really tasty. Interesting. Would I pay $100 for it? I don't know. What do we think about the finish?
I actually think the finish is pretty good, to be honest with you. I was just kind of in my head going through the rigmarole, like, okay, well, is this missing anything? I don't know that it is.
Now that's like my third sip. It's definitely got an oaky finish. Very much so. It does linger for a while.
Yeah, it's still sitting.
It's nice.
It's got that slow creep.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I'd pay $100 for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think that if this is a rye whiskey, which I think it is, I think it's a nice rye whiskey.
If this is a rye whiskey, which I don't know if it is, I think it's a really nice rye whiskey.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of dulled down some of that spicy, peppery.
Yeah, some of that rye-ness that some people don't like.
Yeah. I would say that this is probably on par with this, and if I say this is, then I gotta say that this is.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah, I'm gonna say I'd be right around 100, but just it's on the cusp.
Yeah. Okay, we're on to our last one. Let's hit it, and then we can kind of regroup here.
Last of the day. Did you rinse?
I did rinse.
Lather, repeat. Okay.
We kind of hit like the backside of this. I feel is more on that citrusy,
Does this look
fresh
like the
notes.
lightest color of the day?
It does. It's very light. It's
That's
very
kind of
similar to this.
Kind of a bummer, huh?
Look, I think these are really close. The first and the last one.
Yeah. This is like, what's like a not super sweet fruit? Like an apple. Apples are really sweet. Really pure sugar.
Depends. Grapefruits are definitely not sweet.
Yeah, no, it's not citrus. It's not a citrus fruit. Pear, maybe? Pears aren't that sweet, are they? Yeah, it's kind of got a pear nose to me. It's like a sweetness, but it's not like a real bright sweetness. It's like a semi-dulled sweetness. Which could also be my cold.
Could be a cold. Could be the cold ducking.
I like the nose.
I like the nose too, but again, it kind of reminds me of the last one a little bit, but maybe less aged.
Ooh. Okay. This is a confusing bourbon. Here's why.
Or whiskey.
Yeah, or whiskey. It's bourbon, but
I guess we'll find out.
it tastes like bourbon. I feel very confident this is bourbon. It's thick.
Okay.
It's thick, second thickest whiskey.
Yeah, compared to this one.
Problem is, this had everything else going on. This had flavor that was like here.
Yeah.
This had flavor, that had flavor, that even had flavor. This doesn't have a lot of flavor. Nose, pretty good.
Yep.
Experience, awesome. Where's the flavor?
Yeah, that is kind of weird. Interesting. Yeah, we do run into that sometimes. Even for some expensive ones, we feel when we taste them, they're like buttery and they're velvety, but maybe they're kind of delivering like a one note. Like sometimes, like get into like Knob Creek 18, sometimes people can describe that as, hey, that feels really nice. It's a very good experience, but it's just delivering kind of a one note.
Yeah. But at least that thing sticks with its note. This has it's got notes, but it's like subdued. They're very soft notes.
They're like baby notes, yep.
Dainty notes.
Yeah.
But it is thick, man. It's. I wish this had that flavor. If
you had to pull a note out of it for a palate, what would you say?
Maybe like a caramel apple.
Yeah, I can almost see like
the suckers,
like a Granny Smith apple.
Okay.
Because that's like they're kind of sweet, but they're more of like a bittersweet.
Yeah. So my judgment on this one is that it's not worth $100, but I think it is $100.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this I would not want to pay. I would be disappointed if I took this home for $100.
Yeah. That was this is my opinion, the most rounded drink we had.
Yeah.
And I don't know that it I just think it was the most buttery, kind of least edges on it of all the drinks.
And I'm glad we're doing it this way, where we don't know what it is, because I think sometimes when somebody buys a bottle for, say, like $100 or $130, and they take it home and they taste it, in their head, their expectations are high, or maybe they're just they're already knowing in their head, like, I'm gonna love this. Like, I know that other people like this, I have to like it, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, I think which one was your favorite? Before we bring the bottles out, which one was your favorite?
I think we should do which one is our favorite, and then we should also say which one we think are the $100. Okay. I think this is my favorite for sure.
Okay. Yeah, this was my favorite by a landslide. I also think it's worth $100.
I agree. And there's 3 in this group that are 100 over, right?
I think there's 3 that are under 100, but I'm going to say...
Oh, under 100.
I'm going to hedge my bets and say these are $100. In my opinion, these are worth $100.
Okay.
Those two
that's
are
your opinion.
$100.
Okay. I think these two are over $100 or $100. And I also think that these are my only ones that I think are worth $100.
Okay. I got a sneaking suspicion that this is actually
really
over 100, just because it's so velvety.
Yeah.
But
all right.
Bummer that it probably is.
Let's pull out the lineup. We'll line them up in the order that we tasted them.
Cool. Let's do it. It's always fun when you can put really nice bottles out in the tasting. Sometimes we do tastings that are a little brutal because we're not tasting the best bottles all the time.
Yeah. There's only been a couple that I can recall that we have done our most expensive or like higher end bottles.
Yeah, as a full lineup for sure. Any surprises?
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. So we bought this one on a trip down to
Rockton.
Oh,
and Michter's is so good, dude.
Yeah, Rockton to get, and we found this on the shelf in Rockton.
Yeah.
Which there was a guy in our comments, I think, recently who said they wanted a John J. Bowman. So you never know. Rockton might have it still.
We went there twice and they had it both times.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Brandon was looking for this forever on our channel, so I was really happy that it was pleasant today because that's the first time I've had it.
Yeah. No, really, really good. Zach had never tried it up to this point, so it not only performed in a blind, it's like a double blind. Right.
Yeah.
Zero expectation.
I didn't have any experience.
Nothing. So I was surprised by this. I'm not surprised by this. This has always been good to me.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you said this should be worth over $100.
Yeah.
I said maybe I'd pay more like 80 for it.
Yeah, which is even still higher than what its MSRP is, which is around 70. So.
Which is crazy for a 12-year product.
Yeah, really, really good. This makes sense. This makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I get why I was confused because Blantons is a flat flavored whiskey.
Yeah.
Let's trademark that. Flat flavored.
Let's put that on a shirt.
Yeah, we're going to do that. But it is buttery. I will give Blantons that. They have figured out how to make a rounded, easy sipper. It's an easy sipper.
Yeah.
And at least this one smells, it's good whiskey.
Yeah.
It's not great whiskey.
What gives the Blantons away so much to me is like that apple flavor.
Yeah.
But apple, and that's it.
and then this was just an outlier, right? This is just, it's 7 years, it's turkey. I wanted, to have something in the lineup that wasn't just
Well, and this is like a go-to for us.
It's good.
It's really nice.
It's a good way to kick off. In fact, it was a great way to start tasting. So, yeah. What is the conclusion in your opinion?
Conclusion is, some bottles are worth over $100 for sure.
Yeah.
But I think you can find a lot of great bottles for easily under $100.
Yeah, I agree. Not everything is worth paying for. Some things are, and then there's other things that are, you don't have to pay as much for to get that type of result.
These are, they're great.
Yep. But if you find one of these, you should probably still buy it because look at the horse, it's gold. All right, guys, I'm Brandon.
I'm Zach.
We're the Bourbon Bros.
We'll catch you on the next one.